Wine market, an interesting trend developing that the price spectrum is getting completely segmented from the very cheap to the very expensive. But the question is, as the Indian wine market gets more mature, will the expensive wines be available or be accessible to those who want it?
Man-made beer and God-made wine. That may be the new belief, but is India losing out in the wine list? In a country that offers you wines for 100 rupees to 1 lakh, the industry is divided over what's hot and what's not on the wine tables for Indian drinkers.
We all want them at prices that are affordable. And when I mean affordable, I mean at prices that I would pay for these wines internationally.
The price is clearly a big factor, and Indians question why they should pay 6 times the money for the same Chardonnay in India when it may not be worth the price after import. Duties on foreign wine sometimes can take the punch out when you look at the price list. Indians pay 200 to 4% higher for imported wines. Wines that cost $10 abroad cost you $30 to $40 a bottle in India. But this is where the local players cash in, by offering price points you cannot ignore. 100 rupees is what you can now buy some of these wines for, pushing the growth of the Indian industry for wines beyond 30%.
In the past, I would say that is a fact that wine has been on the expensive side if you compare it to other drinks. But if you take today, for an example, Indaj makes a reasonably good wine at 100 rupees. So, one is not hesitating buying wine because of the price issue.
Sonal Holland, a wine educator, explains that while wine is a new fad in India and people are going down to the basics of tasting, learning and technicals may not be mandatory to enjoying wine.
Some people I've met, seem to think that one has to learn about wines and one has to sort of know the technicalities of wine drinking and wine making to be able to enjoy wines. And that, to my mind, is the biggest myth, really. To my mind, you don't need to have immense technical knowledge of the drink or wine per se to be able to enjoy it.
Alexander Fleming once said, wine makes people happy, and happy people are, both wine makers and wine drinkers. As wine fills more and more glasses in wine bars such as these, the nascent Indian wine industry is justifiably on a high. In Mumbai, Dipashri Das for NDTV.